In this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can use a massage ball to help reduce your sciatica pain. These are really simple but effective bits of kit, but it's important you do it in the right way. So let's talk about, first of all, what they actually can do. And one of the things that I think is useful is the fact that it's spiky. Now, the reason why I think that makes a difference is because basically the spiky bits help to reduce the pain through changing the sensory information. The actual feel of the spikes on the skin can actually reduce the interpretation of pain in the area. So provided we don't use it too hard, we use it appropriately, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes, we're going to find that that sensory information, that feel on the surface of the skin is going to be beneficial. And that's why just using the spiky ball around the area with our hand can actually be really beneficial as well, just pressing the spikes into it. Now, of course, when we use it a little bit more assertively, like some of the exercises I'm going to show you in a minute, we're pressing onto the spiky ball, onto our certain areas of tension, and that can help to specifically stretch and mobilize an area. It's a fantastic complement to exercises, helping us to move better, and that in turn is one of the ways that we help to reduce sciatica and radiating leg pain. So always remember that you should never do an exercise or use a massage ball that increases your leg symptoms. If you are, then perhaps you're doing it wrong. That is not a good idea when it comes to sciatica or radiating leg pain. So please be careful, check the description for any do's and don'ts. And also in that description is a link to a free ebook about reducing sciatica. So take a look at that as well. 3 exercises, 3 simple ways that we can use spiky balls. Let's take a look at the first one now. So what we're going to do with this ball is we're going to use it first of all to release our lower back. And the way we would do that is to use it against a wall. So we're going to put this into the small of our back, and then we're going to just lean against it. Now, if we lean against that ball, we can apply the appropriate amount of pressure onto it and just gently move it around, which provides this mobilization to our lower back, which is often the area where our sciatica is actually originating from. And so this simple motion for about 30 seconds can be a good way of complementing exercises that we're doing to try to mobilize our lower back. And I would perhaps do that maybe once or twice a day if, and the big if, it doesn't significantly increase soreness in the local area of the lower back, or particularly, of course, it doesn't increase the symptoms down the leg. So another thing we can do is use a spiky ball to help release some of the tension in our glute. And often with sciatica, we have buttock pain. Now we have to be careful with this because the temptation is there to try to push really hard because we think the harder we push it, the more pain relief we're going to get. But that's not always the case. In fact, it rarely is. We want to just press lightly, which is one of the reasons why I use the wall to press against. So we put the spiky ball into the bottom, into the side of the hip, and we just lean appropriately against that spiky ball against the wall. A really safe way of doing it, especially at first, so we can apply the appropriate amount of pressure to it. And again, moving it around to areas where we feel tight and tension, but again, avoiding going too hard into it, feeling like we need to press really hard because it's going to release it more. It won't necessarily. We want to just do it in a way that is reasonably comfortable and feels like a release and improves the situation rather than is detrimental. And less is more in this situation. And so when you're seeing some progress and the sciatica symptoms are settling down and you feel real relief from this type of pressure against the wall, then we can move to the third exercise, which is where we use the spiky massage ball on the ground and actually put some pressure onto it. So let's take a look at that one now. So the final exercise we're going to do with the spiky ball in a lying down position is a calf release. Now, our calf muscle is on our lower leg and it is often affected with sciatica. There's often pain in the calf. And of course, the origin of that pain is just from higher up. It's referred pain from the nerve higher up. However, we also can still have tension in the muscle because it's sore and it's uncomfortable. And so as long as we treat both aspects, up here and down here, it's still a good thing to do to use the massage ball just onto the affected lower leg muscle and just move it around in a way that can help relief and improve, again, the mobility in those muscles, because tension in that muscle can sometimes be a limiting factor of recovery. So we want to treat up here, we want to treat in the glute, and we want to treat in the calf. And providing that we do those three things in a safe way without too much pressure, then it can often be something which is helpful to addict to other exercises. And if you want to see any other exercises that can help with sciatica, then check out some of my other videos. Thank you for watching this video. I'm not going to say about the subscribing and liking thing because you know all about that because you watch YouTube. Remember, there is a download available for you for free that gives you more information about how I approach sciatica. And I hope that that really makes a difference for you.